What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Gaiscioch Presents here in Conqueror's Blade. We are taking a look at the Season 4 Blood of the Empire, right there. Very, very cool stuff coming this season. I'm going to take you through it all. This is the battle path. We start off with the armor skin that I'm wearing right now. Check this out. They put some mercenary attire chests in this tree now. So those are the random skins that you can get. Pretty cool stuff. It's pretty much all the different skins that they've had go into those boxes. Got one here. Another one there. 32. 44. And you get the unit skin armor, the January unit. You get this little guy, Great Bombard. I'll show you what that looks like here. Horse attire. Another mercenary attire there. Another Blood of the Empire weapon box. You get a helmet. More over there. And your level 100 skin kind of looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the rest of the team and let them do some talking. While they do that, I'll be walking through some things on my screen.
Welcome to the Season 4 preview event. This event is going to be mostly hands-on. So basically the way that we've done, this is the fifth preview event that we've done, no, fourth. And one of the things that we've learned is going through that the best way to do these events is to minimize the amount of time that I'm talking and maximize the amount of time that you guys get to get your hands on the game and play around. I do want to give you guys a heads up on a couple things and give you some general information before I get into the specifics of the updates. So first things first, the build that we're on right now does not have the final localization for the release build. So you will find that some items don't have text, or the text is incorrect, or some skills may have no text or incorrect text, or you might see text underscore string underscore one or something like that. So just keep that in mind when you're showing off the content in your videos or streams. Just if someone asks about it, just make sure that they know that this is not the final localization. The second point is, I'm just going to quickly jump to a different topic. In terms of this presentation, is anybody actually recording the voice right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I wanted, because there's a number of guys that are stuck at work and couldn't actually make this presentation, but they're going to be, jumping on a server over the weekend, and I was hoping that someone would be recording and they could provide me with that file, and then I can make that file available on our Creator Cloud, the cloud drive there, just so those who can't record can still, enjoy the benefits of the actual presentation. Cool. Anybody want to volunteer to give me that file?
I'm recording, Drew.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Okay. The next point is there is a moat in the game right now that we have that is going to be removed before it is released before the Season 4 is released. You will be able to find it there. It's the OK gesture. We obviously realize the implications of what this means in North America. It's obviously gaining a different meaning, not so much in other cultures, right? And so this is feedback that we provided to the team, and it will be removed. So I will ask everybody to please ensure that you do not show the OK hand gesture in any of your videos or any of your streams. Please and thank you. Because that will be removed before the season launches, and it's, we are very aware of the implications around that gesture. So is everyone understood?
Yep.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. The next point is this, like with any preview, this is close to the final build that we're going to be releasing with Season 4, but it is likely that you are going to come across bugs in this build. I would ask that just be aware that this isn't the final product, and that try to minimize the amount of bugs that you're showing in your videos and in your streams. Obviously, with streams, sometimes bugs happen. You can't help it. But in the videos, you have the option to edit stuff like that out. So so just try to do your best to minimize the amount of bugs that you guys are showing off. This is a preview. It's not final, so just be aware of that. Okay, and then in terms of some general information for this preview event, so there are 2 new maps coming in this season, right? There's the Regionopolis and the By Land and Sea maps. That's what they'll be called in our version. Be aware that the By Land and Sea map is not going to be playable in this preview event. It hasn't been released in any of the other versions yet. I think they're 4 weeks away from releasing that, if I remember correctly. But we tested it yesterday in here. We wanted to be able to give you guys the try it out, but there were just some pretty bad bugs on there that we weren't comfortable having shown. It's just you have one area that's just completely untextured. So we elected to not show off that map just because it doesn't do the game any good to show unfinished content. So the map that you will be able to play today is the Regionopolis map, which is it's actually pretty cool. You guys will enjoy it, particularly because we gave you guys 100 of the great bombards, and that is, you guys are gonna have some fun with that, I promise. Especially when you can see its destructive power. Next point is just looking at my notes here. So the season is planned at this moment to be 77 days long. So when we launch, it'll be 77 days. That's the plan. Hopefully we stick to it this time around, and we'll see as the season progresses. And in terms of the general points that I had, that's pretty much again, guys. I'm really trying to minimize the amount of time that I'm going to be lecturing and try to get you guys into the game as quickly as possible and get your hands on time. So let's get into it. And I will say that if you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in. But if there's super specific edge case scenario questions, those are just not things that we're going to be able to answer. Generality questions and stuff like that. But if you're asking what happens on day 54 and I have this house and then this has happened, like stuff like that. I mean, just setting expectations is we may not have information. We may not be able to answer those things. Okay.
Question. I'm late, and I'm just trying to catch in where I'm supposed to be.
Osteria.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. I'm just sitting beside the sheriff. Yep. Okay. I'm going to quickly ask a question. The one thing I just need to get verified real quick. So give me 30 seconds. Okay, so getting into this season's battle pass. So I'm hitting F5. I'm looking at the battle pass menu. I'm going to go through, basically just go through this interface again. There's some stuff that will be the same experience as previous seasons. There's some other updates that have happened, so I wanted to walk you guys through the seasonal interface and we'll go through each tab at a time. I'll be jumping around a little bit, so try to follow as much as you can. As I'm speaking, I'm expecting you guys to bring this up on your side and follow along. So, which is why I'm not streaming. We tried the streaming thing once, and it too tough to keep up with the voice delay and stuff like that. So, right now I'm looking at the Battle Pass tab. So, in terms of the Battle Pass functionality, it's going to be the same as what we've seen in previous seasons. The main difference this time around is the rewards that you get. So, there are some new rewards up for grabs, and we've changed things around, and we brought a couple things back. So some notable rewards in this, and I'm going to list off stuff, but this is all stuff that you'll be able to explore in your own time. But so I'll raffle through this real quick. So at level 1, you get some hero attire. At level 2, you get the applaud emote, and there's various emotes that can also be earned throughout the battle pass. You get a unit flag at level 20, a unit in horse attire at level 50, a hero title at level 50, the Great Bombard, which is awesome. You get one at level 60. You get a season 4 weapon skin chest at level 70. The hero horse attire at level 70 as well. A hero helmet at level 85, and a hero attire at level 100. And you'll also notice that scattered throughout the Battle Pass rewards is also the Mercenary Attire chest. And so this is the same chest that used to be in the game that you'd be able to get pieces of sets to, hopefully be able to get a whole set together. So this is one of the things that we've brought back and made available as part of the Battle Pass. And as always, after you hit level 100, all rewards after that will be the seasonal currency. Pretty straightforward. Which probably a good opportunity to jump over the seasonal store. So the seasonal store this time around is this functionality is very much the same as it was in previous seasons. The only changes is obviously the contents in the store. So we've got new weapon skins up for grabs, some new attires. There is one new item in here that's important to note is the Lotus Wine. And what this will allow you to do is remove a doctrine from a unit without that doctrine being destroyed. So that's an important one. And as always, there is a finite amount of seasonal currency that you can earn from the battle pass. So when you're purchasing stuff in here, it's best to make sure that you think out what you want to buy, and maybe encourage your audiences to do a little bit of calculations before they just go nuts and start buying everything in here. But if you during your guys' time hands-on, you'll be able to come through and check this out and see what's available. And you will find the new item, the Lotus Wine, on the second page of the seasonal store. Any questions?
No.
So you are not streaming this then?
No, I am not. I'm expecting you guys to have this up on your screen and follow along as I talk.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We did one of the second preview event that we did it as a stream where I was streaming and then talking with you guys. The problem is there's always a delay between the stream and my voice. And so as I was talking and you guys were hearing me talking in real time, but the screen was always like 5 to 10 seconds behind, and it just got overly complicated. So the best thing to do, I mean, really the whole point of this preview event is for you guys and your audiences. So so it's best to keep this up on and let people view this content on your guys' channel rather than from ours. I mean, that's how we feel about it. So, yeah. So right now I've moved over to the challenges tab, and not the unit challenges, just the weekly challenges. And you'll find that we've got a new we've redesigned the visual interface with this. Functionality is essentially the same, but it's got a better interface this time around, a little bit more easy to understand for new players. One key difference with the challenges this time around is that in this season, we're actually trying to tell a story through the challenges. So when you actually go into a weekly challenge, you'll see that there's a video. There's going to be 5 different videos. Oh, was it 5? Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, 10 different videos. And each part is like a bit more of the story that they're trying to tell. So as you progress through the challenges, you'll get more and more of that story. I'm not going to give you any spoilers on what the story is, but that's one of the key differences this time around. So hopefully you and your audiences will follow that along and enjoy getting through that. The functionality itself, like I said, hasn't changed. As you progress through the challenges, you will get rewards. Completing the weekly challenges rewards you with glory for the most part, but if you are able to complete all the challenges on the week that they are released, then you'll earn a Doctrine's chest. All right. I'm moving over to the unit challenges tab.
So these doctrines that you win on this one, I take it, are not temporary ones. These are ones to keep for now, obviously, with the new system.
Yes, I believe they are permanent doctrines.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at the unit challenges. I'm going to take it just a quick step to the side and just talk about the units real quick. And when I say talk about it, just tell you which ones they are. Really, what I want you guys to do during this preview event is really discover the units for yourselves while you're during your hands-on time. I don't think it's good content for me to sit here and lecture you guys about the units, but I think it's better content for you and your audience to discover the units and test them out on your own time. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. If you guys feel differently, by all means, please tell me. But and so there's 4 new units, the Janissaries. They are 3-star long-range musketeers, the Azaps, the 4-star sword infantries, the Safaris, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're 4.5-star cavalry unit, and the Siladars, and they're the 5-star halberd units. And so one quick point about the Siladars, and I think the community managers have talked about this on their streams, but and you didn't get a chance to hear it. The Siladars have a unique trait in that they are extremely loyal, and they've got some skills that that push that narrative. And so a couple of things that you can make them do is you can make them run to you regardless of where they are, and then they will attack anything on the way to running to you, but they will always constantly get run. And then they will surround you and attack anything that tries to attack you. So it's kind of a cool, unique skills. In terms of the unit challenges, it's very much the same as previous seasons in that each unit will have a certain set of challenges. Some units may have more stages of challenges than the others, but essentially the rewards for completing each stage is going to be a temporary contract with the unit, so you'll be able to get a 3-day contract to be able to try them out and decide whether you like them, whether you want to continue to try to get the permanent versions of them. You'll get you'll get a permanent version of them, so as you progress through the stages, you'll be able to unlock them permanently, and then if you complete all the challenges, then you'll get a doctrine for them, which I do believe is an epic doctrine. Yeah, so the final stage will always reward a permanent epic doctrine for that unit. And then if you're looking at the interface for this, you'll notice, I mean, in season 3 we had a new class, the Mon, so that was one of the tabs, or one of the panes in here. Obviously we don't have a new class this time around, so you'll see in this one 2 tabs there, the Janissary courage training and the Safahi loyalty test. And so basically these are separate challenges that give you separate rewards. And they changed the localization on me. And so basically they've changed, and this build has changed since I saw that. They must have done a look update. So basically one of them is themed for units and one of them is themed for heroes. And one of them, the one that's themed around the units, will give you rewards such as expansion permits, unit experience, and doctrines, and other such stuff. And the other one will give you items such as skill books, crafting materials, schematics, and there are 2 new emotes in there that are also up for grabs. And like the previous season, you can actually pay to complete unit challenges. Any questions so far?
All good so far.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to blaze through this so you guys get some hands-on time. So if I'm going too fast or you guys want me to repeat a point, please just jump in and say so. In terms of the campaign, you'll find it's going to be very much the same as what we've seen in previous seasons. There's different stages. Very much the Borderlands will be locked as the campaign progresses. Different aspects of the Borderlands will be open. Then you'll be able to battle for the Conqueror city. And either before the season or directly after, we're going to publish an article with specific details about when each stage of the campaign begins. So, all right. So that's pretty much the the new season 4 in a real quick. I also wanted to show off a couple of other updates that are coming in this build. So the team has gone through and updated the visual interface for a couple different menus. So if you open up the character menu, you'll notice that this page has been updated. Specifically, the stats area has. The other tab in here, the mount menu, has also been updated. So you guys can check that out when you get an opportunity to. One of the biggest visual updates I think that has happened this time around is the unit barracks. And so if you go into here, you'll see that we've revamped the visual interface to make it a little bit more easier to use, a little bit more streamlined, easier to find units. So that's in there. And then the warband builds, I believe, is also the other screen that has been updated. And so this is part of a larger effort to make the game more accessible for new players. So give you guys an opportunity to take a quick look at those, and then you'll be able to take a deeper look in on your streams. Cool.
Drew, I have a question about the troops.
Okay, I will try to answer if I can.
There is some passives that they are not clear because they grant increased defense at some point, but we don't know the value of the increased defense.
I
Do you
don't
know
have
something?
no, I don't have any information about like specific increases or those numbers or anything like that. I mean, I could certainly ask if you send me a DM. I can try to get that information for you, but off the top of my head, I can't answer that.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe any of the CMs. I know there's a couple CMs here. Any thoughts?
No, we don't have that.
No.
Otherwise it
Okay.
would be out there already.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys will go into any unit, so just select a random unit from the barracks. There's also another visual interface or another change that I wanted to walk you guys through real quick. So once you're on the unit, and so if you open up the unit, you notice on the right side of the screen there's these 5 new dots. At least on my screen, I'm on the Cylindars. So 5 new slots. If you actually select that, it'll bring up the new doctrine interface that's been done. So I want just to quickly cover how the doctrine system has changed in this season and going forward. So obviously you can manage your doctrines through this new menu, but basically the way it works is when you use a doctrine from your inventory, you're basically activating it for that you're activating it for that unit. And what that means specifically is when you use a doctrine from your inventory, it will be added to the doctrine pool available for that unit. And so when you come in here in this screen, and I'm looking at I've selected those 5 icons, and you should be seeing like a yellow screen with 5 main circles in the middle, and then a bunch of small circles on the side. And so what that means is once a doctrine is added to your pool, they will appear in the smaller circles, and from there you'll be able to activate different doctrines by selecting one of the big circles and then selecting from the pool the smaller circles which doctrines are active at that moment. And what this new interface gives you the ability to do is it gives you the ability to apply a doctrine and then remove it from a unit without having that doctrine being destroyed. And when you apply it to the pool and then activate it and then deactivate it, it just goes back into the pool. It doesn't actually get destroyed. And so this was a nice improvement over what the previous system was. The pool, so the doctrine pool, each individual specific unit has their own unique pool of doctrines. So when you select that unit and you go into this interface, the doctrines that you put into the smaller dots, which the doctrine pool, is still specific to that unit. Seasonal temporary doctrines will be returning for season 4, and these can be obtained from the daily and weekly challenges, weekly quests, and sign-in activities. And I'll talk about the weekly question. I know that is a little bit of a tongue twister to get through that, but I think it's pretty straightforward in terms of, I mean, once you're looking at the screen, basically you activate a doctrine, it goes into the small dots, or you add a doctrine to the pool, and it goes into small dots, and when you want that to be active on the unit, you just move it into the bigger dots, and then when you want to deactivate, you just move them off back in the smaller dots, and you get to keep that doctrine, which is nice in a nutshell. Is there any questions about that? Is that clear? I know it's a little bit of a complicated thing.
Julia, I have a question to the doctrine
Yep.
system. Is
Yep.
there any way to upgrade your doctrines? Like you have 3 gray and you make out of it 1 green?
I don't believe so.
Okay, there
Yep.
was a question.
No, I mean, one of the things I think some of the more veteran players and who are creators can probably tell you that the game is, at least for the first, they're pretty good about giving you a lot of doctrines as you progress and become, a more high level player. So I don't think a system like that is quite necessary. At least that's my specific opinion. Some people may have alternate opinions on that, of course. Okay,
Yeah,
moving on.
just to confirm, it's definitely not a thing.
Yeah.
I have a question in the round for everyone. So if I got 1 doctrine and it's gray on this spot, maybe it's a bigger damage doctrine. Is if I get it in blue or green, does I have it the same spot on this page? Is it the same point?
Yes.
So the okay.
So I just overwrite the gray one with the blue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my question, right?
That's one thing that I never got to test yesterday. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if
They've just said, Drew, that they've done it just now.
oh,
so...
yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect. All right. Okay, so the next one I'm going to go to the house menu. Someone didn't accept my invite. Who's got a house that I can join real quick?
Don't mind, Drew, if you want.
Which one's that?
Pacman Terrace.
Whoa, everyone started talking at once.
Coffee Fuel Cafe.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Coffee Fuel Cafe.
Join Iron Hand, capital I, capital H, because it doesn't sound French.
I don't see any of these. I'm not.
Oof.
Iron Hands was the first one that came up. I just sent you a request. Yeah, I didn't bother creating one.
Oh, it's no S.
Oh, okay. Just
Yep.
Who's Iron Hands then?
Yeah, that's the Dingo made that. I'm pretty sure, but he's not
Oh,
on.
that was I made that last PTR server.
Okay. Coffee Fuel Cafe just requested.
We
All
tried.
right, I'm in. Perfect. Love it. All right, so going into my house menu. My house. So there's a new system that we added in this season, and it's called House Funds. And House Funds are going to be used to for players to resupply their units, and so that's what they're going to be used for. They can be earned from from the house rewards and completing the house challenges. And then the way that these house funds are managed is the leader of the house can access the funds by going into the taxes, which is just one of the buttons at the bottom there, where they can choose how much funds members in their house get based on their house rank. And then, and just a heads up, is house funds you can only change how they're managed once every 6 hours. It's a cool new feature. All right, and then you will also notice that there is now, I don't actually see them up here. Here they are. So there's now a house quest system in here, which will, again, this is one of the things that you will do to earn house funds as well as other rewards. And so, so basically the quests are cooperative for the most part, but you will notice that as you're completing a quest, there will be times where a player will need to do a task solo in order to help to complete that quest. But for the most part, these quests are are cooperative quests. The rewards are going to vary from quest to quest, and you'll receive items like silver and bronze, but for the most part, you'll also be getting house funds. And then in terms of the quests that you're seeing in here, the challenges in the quest, just keep in mind, again, I will remind you guys that this isn't the complete localization. This localization is going to be updated. So the quest that you've seen here may not be 100% reflective of what's going to be launched when we launch season 4. So just keep that in mind. Cool.
There's a
All right.
question. Can I
Yep.
ask?
Yep.
These challenges, house challenges and bounty hunting system going to refresh every week, or they are just a one-time thing?
That is a good question. I do believe they refresh, but I'm gonna seek clarification on that. So let me get back to you about that.
The weekly, true.
Weekly. So they are weekly. Someone is listening and preemptively gave me the answer. Nice.
Cool, nice. Thank you.
Thanks, kid. Appreciate that.
The house quests are getting harder if the house is leveling up.
You just have to wait and see on that one, won't
Yeah. Okay. Is my so I am now in.
One more question.
Yep.
To the bounty hunting. When the quest is complete, does the 6 epic artillery components get every member of the house? Or is this an individual quest?
One moment. This is one of the things that we need to. Someone is double checking real quick before we give you the answer to that one. So as soon as we get the answer, we'll so we won't forget about that one. Okay. We're almost through this. So I am now in the character menu, and I've gone over to the action tab. I'll give you guys a sec, I'll get there. And you'll notice here we have new emotes in the game. And I think that from when I first logged in and looked at you guys all in the open world, it seemed like most of you guys have already discovered these. Just give you a quick rundown of the tab and the emotes. So the emotes is new. The other sub tab in here, what are they called? Tactics. The tactics are not these. The tactics are still, very much the same that they used to be. But basically, the way that you manage your emotes is you right-click on the emote, which will bring up the emote wheel. And then you select which slot it goes into, and in gameplay, to activate the emote, you push down on your mouse wheel, or the mouse scroll wheel, push it down, and it'll open up the wheel, and then you select which emote you want to do. I think my guy is currently sitting right now. So it's pretty straightforward. It's nice. We've got some good ones. I fully expect to see some memes from some of these, so I hope they're funny. You will notice for this test, we've given you guys a whole bunch of emotes. They're just sitting in your inventory waiting for you. But if in the regular build normal one, there's a whole bunch of different ways to be able to earn emotes. Some are available in the battle pass, some are part of the challenge rewards, and there's going to be other means to get emotes. And again, hold on, just let me finish this thought. And again, there is that one symbol in the tactics one that is going to be removed before season 4 launches. So please do not show that one. So question.
So yeah, are house members? So can house members donate to their house funds, or are the funds only achievable through the house quests?
Well, you earn funds from challenges only.
Okay.
Yep. And to your previous question about who is eligible for the rewards from the quests, only members who contributed to the quest get the rewards.
Okay, thank you.
You're very unclear. Your mic is not very good.
When we use emote in game, the hitbox change.
So I didn't get your question.
But
If someone else,
when we use emote on game,
You use the emote with the middle mouse button. Is what he said.
yeah, and you can use it anytime.
No,
and you can use it anytime you're in the game. So like not just free roam or anything like that. You could use it in battles if you want. You know, go slay someone, go above their corpse and clap for them or bow to them or something, laugh at them. So
Gotta be fun.
yeah. Okay.
Drew, to be clear, what's the emote we can't use? Because I don't see an OK emote anywhere. Could be that they already removed.
Yeah, because of the white power thing, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's in the
battle, in game emote. There are some that are locked where you can only use them in a game, and others you can use in town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Again, yeah, I mean we're aware of the implications of that. Some other cultures don't really understand what that means yet. So it will be removed. Okay, and then the last point, so just the new maps. So again, we did want to show you both new maps, the Byland and Sea and the Regionopolis. We're unfortunately going to be limited to the Regionopolis one. A little bit of information about the way the maps are going to work in the new season. So basically, there's going to be a new queue for the new maps specifically, and the reason for that is because, like the challenges, the team is trying to tell a story through these maps, and what that means is, as the season progresses, there's going to be different versions of the map depending on where we are in the season. In each version, there's going to be subtle differences in the maps. Like, for example, in the Regionopolis one, when it first starts, there's not going to be that tunnel. But as the season progresses and as the story progresses, that tunnel will become available. I think the version that you're going to be playing now is going to be one of the late map versions in the season, so most of everything is opened up. Just so you have a chance to explore everything, but it's going to be interesting to see how the season progresses and how that story is told through the map. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. And then let me just double check. So at this point, like I said, I really tried to get through this as quickly as possible. My lecture's over. At this point, I'm trying to get you guys into gameplay. I just need to double check which matchmaking queue we're supposed to be in here.
Siege 1.
All right.
While we're
Standard battle, siege.
Yeah, standard battle, siege battle.
All right, perfect. And then just be aware, guys, we've changed the minimum number of players for the PTR. I do believe it's going to be 8 versus 8. Not reflective of what's going to happen on the live version. We are, this change was just for this preview event, and it's just to allow you guys to be able to get matches in and play over the weekend when there may not potentially be many other creators on and playing. So I would highly suggest that use our Discord to coordinate matches, see who's around, and see who wants to get into battles or try stuff out. And at this point, thank you for coming and listening to me for, I don't know, what is it, half an hour, 40 minutes? And we are going to leave the PTR open for you guys over the weekend so you can show off some content and show off, explore the updates, test the new units or any other changes that you want to, and a couple things to be aware of. And so over the weekend, we won't have any staff online. So if there's any technical issues, the server crashes or something like that, unfortunately, we will try to be reactive, but some of us are unable to be online over the weekend. So
knock on wood.
Just be aware of that. And then the other thing too is just, again, use the Discord. I know that there's a couple, actually there's more than a couple. There's quite a number of creators who wanted to come to the event that were unfortunately unable to. They couldn't get out of work. So I know there's going to be a bunch of guys jumping on either later today / this evening for those of you in Europe or over the weekend. So and it's a great opportunity for you guys to get together and create some cool content. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We'll be, I don't think we're going to stick around in the void for too long. If if you have questions or anything, don't be afraid to drop it into the discussions chat, and we'll try our best to get you guys answers. Again, the super specific edge case scenario questions, we don't expect answers for those. Those are things that we either just may not know, or we need the devs team to help answer. If you have questions like that, certainly ask them, but be prepared for a we don't know, or we'll try to get that information for you. Cool.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you, Drew.
guys for coming.
Thank you, Drew. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Alright everybody, if you have any questions, feel free to hop on over into the Gaiscioch Discord. I will post a link in chat. Or you can ask them in Twitch chat if you want.
Oh, it's Curtis. Of course.
Hey guys.
Hey, bud. What is that new cannon?
It doesn't have a very big turning radius, maybe 10 degrees.
I noticed. It's still the same.
This looks really, really good.
I'll queue up and see how long it takes. So I'm really excited about the house challenges. That looks like a really nice addition. And being able to give some people some more kickbacks is definitely nice. Definitely encourages.
It looks good that it seems nice that it is encouraging people to actually form up groups with housemates, like those cooperation ones under the bounty hunting. So as part of a house or cohort only group, do that stuff. So I think that's interesting.
Yep. And then these ones are pretty much open for everyone to do. Like, you can just be a part of that for the house challenges.
Yeah.
And they should reset regularly. There's a lot of translations still waiting to be plugged in, like this one. Anytime you see it blank, that's because it's still in Chinese or Russian or one of the other ones. So they're still working on translation.
So I think that the other one, the ones up top under the house challenge are pretty reasonable, like 50 thief quests. I mean, I
We'll
do
do
20
that in
a
a
week
day.
myself, and like 500 war points. I mean, I got 150 a week or more based on the weeklies. So those are going to be like, like you said, dumped out in a day or two. And were they saying in that thing that the some of the bronze that the house gets can be used for members to repair their kits or something like that?
Well, pretty much what I'm seeing from the taxes over here, I can basically pay out new people with the new member rank 10,000 a week. Knights 20,000 a week, and whatever this is, 30,000 a week. So basically, my different ranks can get payouts, which is cool.
Right.
But can you go over the new formations and the new units?
Sure can. So over here. So formations for the Elite Janissaries dispersed. That's kind of the basic, everyone gets it. Cover Commander, which is pretty much like a half circle formation in front of the hero. Cover Commander, which I use inside of the little AI battle that I did, and that circle is probably small enough to fit within the Spear Sergeants, which is pretty awesome. That might be a little OP, but hey. Predator, they use wide sweeps to attack their units, so they will spread out on that one. On this one, Cleave the Mountain, they basically do still kind of like a hacking motion over their head and just take out whatever's in front of them. This also knocks them out of the way, so it'll do a knockback too. So this is your wall breaker, Cleave the Mountain. And then they have Oath of Fealty, which is kind of cool because like if you use this and they're like across the map and they come running towards you, they will come running towards you and kill everything on the way. Like they'll just slash people as they run. But they will literally run right at you and just kill anything that's coming at you. So I'm gonna.
Is that Oath of Fealty one like a toggle like the cover commander or whatever?
Yes, it literally functions like cover commander.
Awesome.
The new Cav unit over on this Veterancy tree, the two big ones, the heavy hammer will send enemies flying through the air. So when they hit them, they go flying. They also have a few little perks. Yeah, until unit may knock down or send enemies flying with Butcher's Bill on that one. So you get basically two. Well, this one, that's kind of weird. Butcher's Bill typically is a different skill. So I'm not sure if that's a translation issue or what, but. And then this one attacks one additional unit, which typically I like, you know, doubles the output. Unit order wise, they have short strikes. The attacks in a specific direction, increasing movement speed with a small amount of damage. Then chaotic attacks. They attack in a specified direction, increasing movement speed with a small amount of damage. They have line formation, block formation, and disperse formation. They are fireproof.
What's that head of the snake?
When using Break the Line, deals additional damage to heroes. After defeating a hero, damage dealt will be increased by 30% for a period of time.
Wow.
So they are headhunters. You want to keep killing heroes with these guys. And then Solidarity is greatly increases defense for 10 seconds after the first round of damage is taken. This effect will be reset after launching Break the Line or leaving battle for a certain period of time. Over to the gun unit. Gun Doctrine is Arbaquesters form positions to attack enemies with speed and precision. As time required to set up shots, soldiers get a 15% increase to firing speed and accuracy. Brutal firepower. Firearms are loaded with projectiles that daze enemies. Firepower formation is where they set up on their little tripods. It increases rate of fire and accuracy. However, the unit will be unable to turn to the side or turn around to fight enemies while in this state. And then they have directed fire, which everybody knows and loves. They have the 3 ranks formation and dispersed. Where are those new short swords?
Probably under Melian.
You don't say, smartass.
Battle time.
Aren't they like 4-star or something like that? Is that them right there? Oh, you're delayed, so probably not.
Yep, I'm going into battle.
Just to the right of your.
So battle interface changed a little.
I think.
There they are, right there.
I want to see like 10 big cannons just being deployed right away.
Now, people are going to be asking how the hell you have these units.
Oh, I think you just passed them. They were the purple one.
Yeah.
The short shield.
Yeah, it's called AZAP, but I don't think he has enough points to put them in.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
I don't
How
know.
much points are the new the first guys that you put the 5 stars?
340.
Yeah, 340. and then 185 for the second one, the guns.
To this map.
Loading textures.
I really like the unit icon that they chose for this one.
Was it just me, or was it the ground black first?
Yeah, that's when you first load a map for the first time. Man, they got mortars out here. Nice. When you first load a map, it basically will cache all the textures.
Good trench fight outside.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to position your units.
Except they can't figure out if they want to be on top or on bottom. That might be
I
an
definitely want to be on top, let's be honest.
I mean, to each its own, right? Being top or bottom is not a bad thing.
Guys, seriously.
I was just waiting for Fog to.
Hey, I wasn't trying to be perverted.
Oh, right.
Drop it.
No, I'm dead ass.
Drop
The Vice are gonna whoop you. So did they bring a new character? Like personal weapon?
No. They were showing earlier they where the mall challenges were in season 3. They now have nice Fog. They have like one unit focused set of challenges that gives you things like doctrines and expansion to your barracks, and then the other one is a hero focused that gives you like emotes and I think it was cosmetics and stuff.
Jesus.
How much is on it though?
One shot took out almost the whole door. Unfortunately, I think you blew yourself up too. That's
he
crazy.
definitely did. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Oh man, that was impressive.
I love how it blew up the cannon itself.
Yeah. Like, I think you could have set that thing back quite a ways.
I'm in a siege by myself, I just realized that.
I cannot believe how much that did to that door.
One shot, one kill. I just had to swing at the door a couple times, that's it. Alright, after I cap this, I'll go get another one.
Insane. I mean, you might as well just go to one of the heal points inside town there, it'd be closer.
I wonder how high it goes up.
It doesn't aim very high at all. It's quite clunky. Like, it takes a long time to move it, like, from one piece to another. Not very fast.
The reload looks insane.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the first shot.
You know when you camp like underneath the archway of the entrance and you set up like a grape shot? Imagine putting one of those in there.
Oh. Dear God.
Oh dear.
Are there any opponents in here, or is it just you?
No,
Fog?
it's just him.
Yeah, I ain't messing with those.
I don't blame you.
Alright, next is a wall test. Where are my guys going? Seriously.
They They're like, you chicken, I'm gonna go fight. You run.
We captured a point.
Looks like someone's got the Falconetti gunners shooting.
So is that the like new HUD?
Yes.
Ugh, looks amazing.
This is not a drill, guys. I'm going to
Just
blow
a
up that wall.
little
Get
much.
out of there.
Need an air raid alarm when this thing goes off. I blew up my first cannon, you know?
Wait. Why is there a door that you can blow up to your left?
Oh my god.
That worked well.
Dude, look at it. It has like a fraction of health left.
And it looks like you destroyed a piece of siege equipment in that shot as well.
It's still
We
reloading.
Almost there. And
How many shots have you got? 8 shots? Oh my god.
I'm delayed past you guys. Man,
I found my new artillery piece.
that's as high as you can go.
That's as high as I can go.
I guess it's not meant for taking out artillery on the walls.
No, it's for going through doors and oh my god.
Being defensive.
It's through making through the walls.
Imagine endpoint with one of them and people would just have a wall up.
So my question would be how to get one of these. I mean,
Oh my
they would have to be then expensive or only build in specific thieves. I don't know.
There are rewards at one point. In the
I'll try to break up that. Yeah.
You have to get you have to get 5 legendary.
It's a wall. You need a couple of good heroes
There we go.
bashing at it.
It's depressing when you see him just whacking at it. You just have one cannon and it'll kill the whole thing basically.
Yeah. In before that that siege equipment can only be built in the conquered city.
tunnels.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's different.
Comes up right next to a heal point. Nice.
Nice. Right behind their freaking camp.
Yep.
We captured a point.
So basically, you need someone staying here all the time because that can happen at any given time. That's a crazy backwall. Like you're right there.
Yes.
And that choke point on the entrance, like how you break through that? Well, I mean,
With the
without one
cannon.
of those mechanics, yeah, exactly.
With a very big cannon. Gonna use this time to take a look at this place. Oh, I can go up top. This calls for a celebration.
Oh, hello. I have a feeling I know what's coming.
Please jump.
There's the front gate.
Is this supposed to be Jerusalem or?
The Ottoman Empire.
Oh, Ottoman Empire. Yeah.
So this is Constantinople, Istanbul.
Oh my god.
This might be bad, guys. This might be bad.
It's definitely gonna be bad. It's gonna blow up right in front of you. Because I think it's gonna hang up on one of them things. Dude, that thing is huge. Just realizing that.
There. It's gonna be flying in the air a little bit, but it's gonna happen. We're gonna blow some stuff up. Let's go.
Try and hit.
Takes bloody forever to build, though.
Are you planning to blow one of those mountains over there? Is that the plan?
You need to make one of those videos where like freaking starts off and you're just like firing, and then as soon as it hits, it's like a nuclear explosion. Yeah, blow up a trebuchet.
That's what I was saying. Oh my god.
I'm just checking the range on this thing.
Watch it actually blow it up with one.
You know what was sad is so many people are going to build this thing, not realizing what its capabilities are. Because look at this, it fires way over. That's as low as I can get it right there.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, but you also inclined it like over the top, right? So it doesn't like. I feel that you can go a bit lower. Yeah.
You hit it.
Yeah, the
It's
splash
almost
damage got it.
dead.
Yeah, 2 shots.
It is literally almost dead. Trebuchet.
It's
It's too bad Fog can't aim.
let me tell you, it's
hit the tower.
it's AoE, like randomization is intense. It's like all over the damn place. It's like being one of Rome's gunners. Never know where it's gonna hit. That should get it. Kablooey.
That should hit. Oh my. I thought it missed. Except you can't turn anymore, so.
I wonder how difficult it is to kill with other artillery. Like grabbing one of a different cannon and just aiming at one of those.
Like how many shots from a culverin would it take to destroy that thing?
Yeah, exactly. Like we know one of its own shots can destroy it based on the wall on the door.
It doesn't have
But
a culverin. It's got a cannon.
It's huge. Fire right over it. Seriously?
You can't kill it.
Looks like a soccer goal.
What?
It's a soccer goal. Its hitbox is really small.
Too low.
Right through it.
This is so unfair.
I want one of these.
Oh, I hit it. Gotta lose the siege.
Oh, there it goes. Oh my
Gotta
god.
lose the siege with nobody playing.
Damage it has.
Oh my god, I'm gonna laugh if I lose the siege and nobody's playing.
Nah, you got a minute and a half. It's gonna go.
No, I think he might lose.
No, I think it'll take him like a full minute for the whole thing, but
Maybe if I
Our
jump
team
up and
is about
down,
to capture the final
do an
flag.
emoji.
yeah, it's halfway done. It took him 30 seconds, so he's got another 30 seconds. It'll fill up.
Well fought, guys. Well fought.
Step out of it.
Victory for Gaiscioch.
All right, that should give me some points in something, right? Hey, look, still got the midsummer things. Anything change here?
Is
Not.
hold fast the opposite of breakfast?
I could use some breakfast about now. It's almost lunchtime.
Breakfast sounds good.
I just ate lunch.
My God, what time is it?
It's like 1 o'clock now.
I completed some challenges.
Excellent.
You're so slow.
Those rebels don't want to fight. Oh, they don't have the build field camps things yet. I need to be a certain house rank before I can do that. Blah.
Are these guys lower than spear sergeants?
Yeah, I can move again. Their speed is 4.6. See if this angry rebel will get me into a battle. I earned a prestige. There we go. Got 10 war points.
I like the dark theme as well.
There we go. What was the other unit I brought with me?
I think you brought the cavalry. Oh yeah.
Alright, let's see. Where you guys going?
Oh no,
Back
it was
here.
the cavalry.
Yeah, he brought the guns to the siege.
It's a pretty short charge. 2 ability, they do like this little stomp maneuver. That's fun.
So what does it do? Basically, they burst the DPS.
Yep. Get them all together. Pretty beefy.
Oh, with the amount of metal on those horses, they should be.
That would also explain why the short run on the charge.
Yeah, they look a bit steampunky, so you have to wind them up really well before you charge.
Imagine if you fight on rain, they would rust all the way.
Yeah, of
Maybe
course.
they use stainless steel.
Galvanized steel on that age. And the world map hasn't changed, right?
Not from what I've seen. Pretty much all the places that used to be. The thing I saw was that they're offering attire skins as rewards for FIFA ownership. So that's pretty neat.
Interesting.
Purple Siege for owning Westwig. So they upped their rewards a bit. They got rid of the temporary doctrines, which thank God. That might as well have just been the bronze system that came in. Probably my most disappointing feature, I think, of last season. Alright, so we're gonna grab the short sword and shields and the guns and give it another try. Kind of wish I could leave it at that zoomed out map before it goes to the full map. Right there. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I had the same thought.
But right before you switch to Discord, you set up a camp in the middle of the field. What was that about?
That's came with Season 2, I believe. You just press J when you're in the open field, and you'll set up a camp that allows you to go into battles while you're outside.
Oh, okay.
And what was the new tent again? The Templar tent? You posted a picture.
Those are not in here yet. I don't think our house is high enough rank to be able to even use them. But they would be found under here, under field camps.
They look so funky with the staff to hold the gun. But let me aim properly with this.
Seeing if this guy's gonna try and engage me. downside of having the dev environment is that there's like literally one server. So other people are doing stuff, there's no instances available. Try to go inside here real quick. Maybe. Or not. We'll just do this. Maybe I'll get a pop in a field battle.
What's that elite battle?
Which one?
The elite one.
That's a duel.
I believe it was on 3 battles.
Yeah, it's a duel. 5 heroes per side, no units, first team to 18 frags wins. And Naval Shipyard is the new one
Oh,
that
it's
just
death
went in.
match.
Still get the temporary doctrines for participating in territory wars, though, apparently.
Well, no, I don't feel as bad about missing it.
Expedition 3 now has Frontier Camp. Check that out. That's the one that used to be pretty much tier 1 only. Oh, this is still on Expedition 1 even though I clicked Expedition 3. Yeah, they haven't even updated that yet. Because you're getting more maps than just these 3. Doubt that'll even work. I think they said they turned it off.
And the daily and weeklies behave the same way on the new
Yeah,
season?
they pretty much are the same from what I'm seeing. Yeah, they're all the same. That's pretty much everything. Other than showing off those other 2 units, which I don't know how long I'll have to wait around for that. Definitely excited to see the house challenges in the live server. See how those play out. Let me look at the alliance real quick. Oh, I need to be level 3 house to do it. That's right. make alliance. Nice. Alright guys, well I am going to have to take off, but I will be showing this a bit more when it comes live on the 21st. I probably will poke in sometime this week and take some screenshots and start working on the guide sometime this weekend. In any case, I will see you all soon. Have a good one.
See you, Pog. Thanks.
Bye, guys.